Okay, and we are now talking about the non-freedoms of the eighth state. And we're talking about the hell. This is the first non-freedoms. And the second is non-freedoms, pretas, ralamas, hunger ghost ralamas. And the third one is the animal ralamas. And this is like those three ralamas has big problems, difficult to get freedoms. Of course, there's not much opportunities to practice Dharma. And here in the hell is talking about the suffering of the heat and the cold. And the Paritas have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because of the suffering they are experienced from the hunger and the thirsties. And they have such and such thirsty and hungry. I mean, it's like sometimes we need to experiment. And in Europe, some good parents, and when their children grow up after the university, they say, darling, you should to go to traveling, to look around words. Most parents, they have ideas. The children go to look around, then they can to see the different situations. And then you can to really to understand some your own conditions. Then sometimes we are just good parents, good state, all the time, no worried. And also child has become very sensitive. And everything is like this. And then it's a little problems, these children are very much sensitive. Therefore, they are sending exactly our own self. And when we are have very good state, good house, good family, good food, good clothes, good boyfriend, good girlfriend, good husband, everything's good, then it's like we don't know what you are talking about, the hell and the animals. I don't understand exactly. It is the truth, difficult to have experience. Sometimes it's like we don't know. We look there. And this moment, certainly something happened, died, and immediately reborn in this kind of situation. What can we do? We haven't got any certainties. Therefore, sometimes we need to experience like this. And in the Buddhist perspective, there is one puja you call the nyoni. 2 days don't eat. Like 1 day, don't eat, don't drink. Why they're doing like this? They experience the hunger and thirsties. And concerning the hunger goes ralamas, how much they are suffering. And kind of purified like this. And we say, I'm not born there. I'm very happy. I'm a freedom. I'm a human existence. I want to do something. Then third non-freedoms state is animals. Have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because they are undergoes absolutely, all the animals we see direct slavery and need to work to the others under the others' controls, suffering from the attack of the other animals. They all the time is eating each other, and each second they are difficult to relax their minds. And some others attacked, there's some others used, and of course they are suffering. They have mind, they have feeling same exactly, but they haven't got ideas to practice Dharma. Even they have ideas, they haven't got freedoms. And this kind of situations, even that we have some human existence, someone's like prisoners, someone's slaves, they no opportunities. And we are saying, I'm a freedom. Wow, I'm so happy I have this great opportunities. Then the fourth state, it is the long-lived gods, long-lived. Long-lived gods have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because they are spent their time in a state of the mental blankness. This long-lived God sometimes a mistake like kind of mistake meditations. And something is to meditate, but not correct. And then it's sometimes to reborn in there. And generally speaking, it is like we have formed alamas, the desire alamas, formed alamas, formless alamas. This is our universal. Our desire alamas, and then top of their formed alamas. And in the formed alamas, they have this kind of like one place. It's like a long-lived God to live in there. When we reborn like there, that kind of mental kind of the blankness, they choose like nothing to state. There is eons, sometimes eons to live there, but there's nothing kind of feeling like we are unconsciousness like this. And then there's no idea to practice Dharma. There's nothing kind of feeling, very bizarre. Therefore, long-lived God. It's their state to maintain this state, but it's not very good situations. And therefore, certainly, of course, they reborn this course is finished. Then they need to reborn again, and maybe lower realms on the different realms. And therefore, long-lived God is not have good. There's not freedom of this mental blank, blankness. And this is for. And then is the having the wrong views. Wrong view is the fifth, yes? Fifth state. Okay, barbarians is the fifth, yes? Barbarians, and it says those born in the border countries have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because the doctrine of the Buddha is unknown in this such place. This is like kind of the barbarians. Barbarians has many different strange beliefs. And what does it mean? Like a kind of for example, there are many examples coming. Yesterday I said, like their grandchildren's married, and then they kill the grandparents, and they make the meal for them. Because they lack very much this tradition. They say they our culture, this is our religious. And if we go to there to say something, and then they become very angry, they can kill you. And this kind of barbarians, like hurting to others, is more like kind of the virtues. Therefore, different belief. Then is, of course, if we reborn this kind of situations, we haven't got idea to practice Dharma, and there's no such kind of freedoms. Here said is there's unknown in the such a place Buddha's teachings. Those born as the Tirthikas and like kind of barbarians with the similar wrong views have no opportunity to practice to the Dharma because their minds are so influenced by those mistake beliefs and to hunting they say the virtues, and to killing, to the grandparents kill and to make meals, and that is the virtues, and we need to do so. And sometimes it's a little bit, the kind of many you call the sacrifice to the gods, and for the Buddhist perspective, very much strange gods. Also in Tibet, we have ancient religions. It is like to burn the animals, put in the fire. And what if you say, what are you doing? I'm sacrificing my local gods. And in the Buddhist perspective, this God is a very, very strange local God. And there's no compassion. You need to eat like kind of the animal blood and like this kind of. And then it's like a wrong view. There is such like sacrificed humans, sacrificed animals, offering blood, meat, and this kind of, And then it's like destroying, hurting to the others, and to consider it as the virtues. That thing kind of barbarian, there's no opportunity to really to practice compassion of Dharma. And therefore we are saying, I'm not born as like this. Once, Desmond Campbell, he said, I'm often telling, he came in the one morning or something, and said, wow, I'm great this time opportunity. I'm good, I'm a lucky born in the Buddhist family. Of course, he says, I'm not good practitioner, but I'm kind of follow the steps. What happened, he saw in the television or some videos, and someone's doing the rituals, to put egg, and then there's a chicken, to cut half this chicken's head or the thyroid, and then this chicken is still, it's jumping, moving, and then blood is coming to put on the egg. It's kind of, this is offering to sacrifice. If we reborn in these families, 100% we do. This says, because it's my religious, my family's culture. And it's very, very funny things. If you will see in Tibet, now it's like some Tibetan peoples like influence the different. Tibetan people sometimes very much, when you enter, they never return. They say, why not? It is my culture here. And then it's like also some kind of this kind of they follow, and then you can to say this is not really according to the Dharma, and it's not very good. No, this is my parents, families, grands, and the culture. Why you destroy to me? This is my culture. I want to continue to do it. Sometimes this kind of influence is we call the barbarians. Now it's more and more less to this kind of barbarians. In the globally, and the human beings really maybe one day happily to understand the old sentient beings situations, to become more and more clever. And like the ancient times, it's like everybody is very much narrow. They're not much connected to receive informations different. And then it's like there's some clever persons to create some different spiritual path. Or if you do like this, and then you can to reach this and that to say. In Tibet, I make a joke that we have one religion called the Owl religion. Owl is birds, big eyes, religious. One person, he want to create religious and spiritual, but he made retreat years, and nothing happened. And then he thought, desperate, and one day he stayed in the balcony, and the front of his house, there's one bird landed. He never saw that. He first time seeing the house. Wow, maybe this is my God. And then he said, are you my God? This bird said, like this. I can to practice you. You are my citizen. And then flight. Then he like to imagine he's writing, this is the God. And then is his idea, conceptually, how to do the ritual things. And there are still this kind of religious. And then people say, why not? I'm follows it. Of course, why not? But I don't know this result. And therefore, in the Buddhist philosophical perspective, we need to analyze our own systems, our own culture, our own religious. It is really in the Buddhist perspective, if you are not harming to the other sentient beings, then it's why not? Once I was in South India and Bangalore, and there are many European peoples and different countries. They want to see the, Sai Baba. And I thought, why not? But then there was one Polish couple pushed to me, let's go to see it. And then I a little bit got the information, and Sai Baba's they're vegetarian. He never killed, hurting to the other sentient beings. Then I said, why not? And then I went, thousand people there. One is a big tent. And then I looked, he's far. And then suddenly Indian music is coming. And then he's coming, big hair, Sai Baba. And coming, then sit there. And then he's coming to like this, And then he came to in the front of me. There's only one Buddhist monk. And he looked at me a long time. He didn't say nothing. But how it is, just, of course, it's a little bit inside doubt what it is. But then, why I'm go to see this? Because he's saying the vegetarians, he never hurting to the others, very much take care. For example, in India, there is called one naked religious. A little bit looks like similar to Buddhism, but they are so kind, gentle, and their Buddha is like the steady things. And when you become nuns or the practitioner, completely naked, and they take all the hairs, when they become the nuns, even that they take out the secret areas. Make joke, okay, don't become the... But it's very wonderful, because when they are moving, they are carrying the some, some make sound to take away the insect. It is like, this is you not called the Buddhist, but it's very much respectful spiritualities. It's a wonderful. Even we reborn this, why not? To taking care another, but to hurting to the other sentient beings, to killing, stealing, how to say, like this, and doing the sexual misconduct, and also it's like offering blood, and also males, and this kind of barbarians, we need to take care. We say, wow, wonderful. I'm not to reborn in this kind of families, this kind of situations. Wonderful, sir. And this is which ones? Fifth or? Fifth, yes? Okay, then is sixth one. Is those born during the Dok Karba have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because they never hear of the three jewels and cannot distinguish good from bad. And this is like the truth. Okay, in the quotations, we can very easily to say hell, hungry ghosts, and animals, long life God, and barbarians, and wrong view, and this some places there's no like kind of the Buddha Dharma teachings, and the mute and the deaf. That is the eighth state. Okay, and also it's like sometimes Buddha's teaching or the Turichu meaning is like a compassion explanation, wisdoms, right, wrongs. There's no explanations, and then they cannot to recognize. Like same as that we can to say the monkeys. I make a joke, monkeys and animals. They don't know really is what is the virtues, what is the non-virtues. They don't know, they cannot to recognize. If we reborn in this kind of situations, of course, we cannot have freedom to practice Dharma. And then those born mute and mentally deficient have no opportunity to practice the Dharma because their faculties are the completed, the inhabitants, okay, this, like are the incomplete. And maybe something problem air, maybe something problem like some in the faculties. Then it's difficult to listen Dharma, difficult to practice Dharma, difficult to meditate to the Dharma. Therefore, it's like a kind of some problems. I mean, it's like mute, and deaf is more easy than the mute. Mute maybe is sometimes both this situation is very difficult to receive the profound teaching. I mean, these days we can to give education, but if we have these problems, there's not much freedoms, this according to this sickness, according to these situations. If we, for example, problem that's one leg, arm, eye, ears, any kind of the body limb faculties problems, and then there's not much freedoms because we need to concern with that, and difficult to correct, how do you say, fully to dedicate to practice the Dharma. This kind of like the mute, deaf, mentally sufficiency. Of course, if someone's mentally big problems, and then they cannot to listen to I'm like kind of some humans become the mad. It is absolutely animals. once I made is everywhere there, but worst one human mud I made is absolutely animals, worst. And I go to approach, if you give something, they eat. And then when hungry, a little thirsty, they drink in the street like cars going. They catch, they drink. They don't know any good water or bad. And just sleepy on the toilet. If you say something, like we are talking worst animals. Even some intelligent animals, we can teach how to do. Some humans mentally, deficient, say it's like problems mentally, like kind of problems, is horrible. Then there's no freedoms, and it's difficult to practice them. We say, I'm not like this. Wow, wonderful. I'm should to be glad, and I'm very, very happy, and to like this. And we need to consider like this. Every day is at least to make ourselves, I'm a human being, I need to make the party. A little bit something problems, you're left to the boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter, I don't care. Wherever they left, they left. We need to consider I'm a human existence, I'm a freedom, I want to practice Dharma, I'm a free, and to enjoy them. Sometimes we lost our self-confidence, self-improve, and it's like we never think about the human existence. Then a little bit negative circumstance coming, we complain a lot, cry and complain and say like this and that. Reality is that our human existence is fantastic. Then we can study more tomorrow.